Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video for the Walking Dead preview special tonight and the double premiere for Fear the Walking Dead Season 3's second half. Alright, so tonight is the night. Pretty excited. Definitely wanted to do this video, partially just to remind you guys that tonight there is the Walking Dead Season 8 preview special on AMC. So that's going to be an extra hour early. Eastern time. Fear starts at 9, so that's probably be, I'm thinking 8, so I'll have to check the channel listings, but it should be 8 o'clock. Should be the preview special tonight. And that's for the Walking Dead Season 8, so that one should be really fun. Followed by the 2-hour double premiere for Fear the Walking Dead Season 3's second half. So that's very exciting as well, too. So they're dumping 3 hours of new Walking Dead stuff, or, you know, AMC Walking Dead stuff, so to speak, on us, including Fear. So the preview special, not sure what to expect too much from it. Last year's was actually pretty good. It was called A Look Back, and I did kind of a give my thoughts on it, review on it. It was actually really great. They had some people come back from earlier on in the series, like Andrea. I'm just going to mention their show names. Andrea, the governor, lots of other people from earlier on in the show, and kind of give their thoughts on kind of a look back in the series. And, you know, just what happened earlier to kind of get up to Season 7's start. So that was a really cool special. This special, I'm not sure what to expect from it. It kind of looks like it might not be as produced as that one. It kind of looks like it might be like a, basically, you know, a Talking Dead episode, something like that. You know, that type of thing with Chris Hardwick and that kind of deal. So it should be good, but there is going to be Negan, Jeffrey D. Morgan, as well as Lenny James Morgan. It always throws me off, JDM Morgan and Morgan, and you know, so Lenny James is Morgan as well too, is in there, and you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they have for us, whether or not it's really that big of a deal. If you guys miss it, though, I will be doing kind of a recap for it. Don't want to call it like a review, but like a recap. So if you don't check it out, if you don't have time or whatever, I will do a recap tonight, and let you guys know if there's anything really to it, because it may or may not be that useful. We'll have to see. But for Fear the Walking Dead, man, really excited for this second half, because since they've been kind of condensing the episodes, I feel like it hits a bit better, like it hits a bit harder when they release it, because you get the double premiere, you get the double finale, so that's like 2 episodes back to back. You know, and Walking Dead has never done that. Walking Dead has never had like a back-to-back double premiere or anything like that for the series. They do the extended episodes, which is great, but they've never really done anything like this. So I personally really enjoy the fact that they do this with Fear, and you know, I hope they continue doing it in the future, even though it is nice to kind of get it that extra week during the summer. But you can totally understand why they wanted to avoid clashing or covering Game of Thrones time, because of that being on Sunday nights and everything. So I think it was a smart move, and I'm excited to see what they do with the second half of the series. I'm also excited to see where this series goes. It's already been confirmed for Season 4. We know we're going to get to see that. But, you know, how many seasons can we see out of this? Because if I think back to where The Walking Dead was at Season 5, that's like, you know, that was like, if you look at the ratings, that was one of the hottest times, like 5 and 6. Just super hot for Walking Dead, a lot of popularity, that kind of thing. I'm excited to see where Fear ends up if it gets to that point of Season 5. I don't think it will ever be close to The Walking Dead, but if it gets 5 seasons, I'll be happy that it just got there. You know, because a lot of these types of series that are hour-long drama, genre, they don't get that far. So I like what they got going on right now in Fear without too many specifics. Excited to see what they do with Troy this half, because we're just really not sure what they're going to do with the character. He's a relatively new character, and he's interesting. It's interesting. It's going to be fun to see what he becomes, so to speak, because I got high expectations for him. Of course, there's Walker in there as well too. We'll see if he becomes kind of a more mainstay villain. So that'll be interesting. And Madison, really like Madison a lot as a character too. Alicia, Nick, and yeah, Strand and the others, Daniel. It should be a good one. The first half of Season 3 was incredible. So, and by the way, if any of you guys haven't seen all of Fear and you got some time in your hands before Walking Dead comes back, I say give it another try. If you quit it once before, give it another try. Watch the first half of season 3. Skip some episodes if you have to, and just watch that if you can. Because personally, it's great, man. Really, really good. The first half of season 3 for sure. So we'll do some Q&A questions for today, some kind of updates and comments from some of the recent videos we've been doing this week. Brandon Aaron says, simple question: do you think season 8 will be better than season 7, or do you think The Walking Dead has already hit its peak and it's on the way downhill from now on, as most shows do after a pretty bad season? Thanks, Trev. Keep up the amazing work. Love all. We all love your channel. So thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. So he's saying here that once shows start to decline, they usually fade out, fizzle out. I think The Walking Dead could be an exception to that kind of rule of thumb. I think that, if you look at the comic book series it's based on, All Out War is one of the best parts in the whole series. Doesn't matter who you are, All Out War is very exciting. We're going to be seeing this year the final conclusive battle, probably near the end of the season, between the Saviors and between the Survivors, and it should be really epic. It should be awesome. It should definitely be better than Season 7. If it's not better than Season 7, then something is really wrong. And personally, I don't think that Season 7 was that terrible. Me personally, when I watched the episodes and I reviewed it, a lot of those episodes are really good. The premiere is great. I thought the finale was great. The back half, the second half is not bad. The first half has some funny stuff with Negan, some pretty good reveals in that. I think Season 8 will be better, though, for sure. And I think people will like it better, too. I think that premiere, Season 7, it's always weird when you start with a finale, and that was starting right with a finale episode. So that was a really weird placement for a season with Season 7. Definitely this season has to be better for sure. Ryan Brannigan says, and yet she looks like neither of them. And that's for the comment about Judith being confirmed to be Shane's by Rick in the Walking Dead TV series. And that's very true. And that's something that I was always thrown off by, is that if you look at Judith and you look at the color of her hair and everything, just the way she looks all around, she looks more like Andrew Lincoln than she does like John Bernthal. Don't you guys think? Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Ryan agrees with me that Judith looks way more like she should be Rick's than Shane. Shane really dark black hair, Lori really dark black hair. This isn't Game of Thrones, blonde of hair or whatever. But, Targaryen, Stark, whatever. There's some jokes about that that are pretty good in the video. I'm just saying, she looks more like Rick. So that's why I was confused. When they said it, when Rick says it, I view that as official confirmation, because they wouldn't have him say it and have it be wrong. It would be so stupid if later on they did like some DNA test or something. No. If Rick says that it's not his, it's not his. He banged her after all. He knows the timing. So, we should take Rick's word for it, the zombie apocalypse. He's going to be the best source that we're going to get. And then we had Skeeter Sociation, who says, Shane may be Judith's father, but Rick will always be her dad. And that's what I was going for. Maury Povich moment, as John Bernthal said. That's the way, you usually see it, right? Anyone could be a biological father, but to be a dad, you got to raise the kid, you got to nurture, you got to do all these things and be supportive. So much work over all the years to raise a child, for sure, especially in a zombie apocalypse. So absolutely, that's true. Brian Achim says AMC doesn't have the guts to kill Judith off. Go ahead, Kirkman, I dare you. And I honestly don't think it would be his call. Even if he wanted to do it, I think they'd probably be like, are we killing the baby on TV? That's got to be off screen, right? Like, that has to be off screen. I personally, I don't think they do, actually. I think that Brian is right. I don't think they have the guts to, maybe it's not the guts to do it, but maybe it's, would you want to do it, right? Would people turn off if they saw a baby be killed? Yeah, they probably would. Although it happened in Game of Thrones, so Game of Thrones seems to break all the rules that you would think, like, you can't mass kill babies and have a series work. And it's like, oh yeah, Game of Thrones did that, and it worked really well. So I don't know, but I think Judith is safe. I can't see them killing Judith off. I just can't see it at all. Then we had one which is going to be linked in the description. It is about Scott Gimple giving his thoughts on Carol getting back to her badass self. So that'll be in the description. Basically, quote, it says, "Her entire storyline has prepared her for this. She's ready," showrunner Scott Gimple told TVLine, discussing the all-out war, "the strength and bravery that she shows as a person this season and the ingenuity that she employs is very satisfying." So I'm pretty excited to read this. This is awesome. On the other hand, King Ezekiel, Carrie Payton, trust the king, right? Won't be in his element heading to war against Negan. Okay, so that's cool. So it sounds like Ezekiel will kind of be out of it, won't really know what to do. He may not have seen that much battle, you know, so far from the series. I get the sense that personally he hasn't. Of course, Carol is very battle tested, that's for sure. Then it says here, "There are some intense times ahead for Ezekiel," Gimple explained. "Carol is not going to be surprised about the difficulty and brutality that they're facing. Ezekiel is a little more new to this. The contrast will be pretty stark." So that's really cool to hear that Carol's going to be back to her super badass self, and Ezekiel's going to have some trouble, which, you know, we all kind of knew that anyway, or we kind of thought that. So it's fun confirmation. We'll just do a couple more. TC2 Rules says, "Hey Trev, Dave Erickson confirmed we'll get our first big bad guy in the second half of Fear the Walking Dead Season 3. So it sounds like we're going to get our first major villain's going to be showing up this half, which is really cool. And I'm wondering who it's going to be. Is it going to be maybe... Could Troy become a huge villain? Could it be Walker confirmed, or will it be somebody else who's new this half? Either way, very excited for it, and man, it should be cool to see. I'm hoping for Troy, because that'd be cool if he went like, you know, governor development-esque, like he's young but he's developing into this super villain. That'd be sweet, man. And last one will be from Negan, the awesome psychopath, who says, "Hey Trev, how close are we to a Walking Dead Season 9 confirmation from AMC? I think they'll announce a season renewal in October, a week or so before The Walking Dead Season 8, to get fans pumped and back into the series." So I agree with you, and you know, they'll probably announce it around Walking Dead Season 8 premiere date. But it really doesn't matter, because Talking Dead's been renewed for 3 years. So if you're going to renew Talking Dead, of course The Walking Dead is going to be renewed. We don't even really have to worry about it. It's going to get renewed. It's not going to get canceled. The show, even at its worst season it's had since like the early times in the series, in years and years and years, you know, it still did like crazy ratings compared to anything else they've got. So, and it's there, they bought the studio that it films at and everything. So, man, you know, they're locked in for sure. It's going to be in for the long haul, which is great for Walking Dead fans. It's going to continue on. And, yeah, you don't have to worry about it getting canceled or anything like that. I almost guarantee it's not an issue for sure. Anyway, that'll be it for this Q&A for now, guys. I'll see you back again tonight for us giving our thoughts, just kind of discussing the preview special. We'll see what it is. And then, of course, the reviews, predictions for the double premiere for Fear the Walking Dead Season 3 second half. Let me know what you guys think. Write those comments below. And if you like this video, please like the video. Please thumb it up below. You can also share, you can favorite. And hey, if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can do so. Bottom left, subscribe. That's it for this one. See you guys again soon for another video. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.